Welcome back all of you. Today we can study about aggregate functions. Aggregate functions are also known as group functions, or they are also known as multi-row functions. These are aggregate functions that perform operation on a group of records and produce a single output. It performs operation on a group of record and produce a single output. So these are the different types of aggregate functions. Min, max, sum, avg, count, count star. These are the 6 different types of aggregate function. We can try out each one in SQL itself. So once again, aggregate functions are the functions which perform operation on a group of records or group of tuples. It is also known as multi-row functions or group functions. Say I'll open my SQL here. First you have to open your database. Yes, database name is standard 12. Already we have created a table teacher last class. Select star from teacher. It's a table which is already created. I am going to apply the aggregate function. The first function what I am going to explain here is max. You know what is the purpose of max? Max is used to find out the maximum value. So I am going to use select max of salary. That aggregate function will accept only one attribute from max of salary from teacher. So it will display the maximum value, maximum salary value. So maximum salary value is 30,000 that will be displayed here. Or I am going to say is max of age. It is max of age. So it will display the maximum age from this teacher table. So maximum age is 36 that will be displayed here. Same way you can use it min also. It is min of age. So it will be display minimum age. Now I am going to say sum of, next function is sum of salary. Sum of salary. Yes, sum of salary, you will get the sum of the salary here. Sum of the salary as 1 lakh. And same way you can use it AVG of sal, AVG of sal, you will get 25,000. See children, when I display, I will show you the present content of the table from teacher. Select star from teacher. As the present content of the table is this one. And you know how to calculate the average. So that means total sum divided by total number. That is the way you are calculating the average, no? Especially max students, you know that. And for the commerce students also, you know that how to calculate the average. Total divided by total number. That is the way you are calculating the average. Here, when AVG of salary, you are getting 25,000. And just say, how much is the sum of salary? I am going to say sum of salary is 1 lakh. Sum of salary is 1 lakh. So that means this salary sum is 1 lakh. And when you calculate the AVG, that salary is the 1 lakh divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually 5 records are there, but AVG will not count the null value. It will not consider the null value. Not only the AVG, all the aggregate function will not consider the null value. So that means it's dividing this 1 lakh with 4. That is why you're getting 25,000 as the AVGs of salary. Understood all of you? Sum of salary is 1 lakh. Actually, total number of records, number of elements or number of values under this salary attribute is 5. So one of the values null, that will not be considered. So that is why it is dividing 1 lakh divided by 4. That is why you are getting the average salary as 25,000. So just keep this in mind. Aggregate function will not consider the null value for its calculation. It will not consider the null value. So that means if there is any null values there, it will not consider that null value. So total divided by 4 will be calculated here. Now next is you can use select. Another function is count star from teacher. Select count star from teacher, that will count total number of records in the table. Total number of records in the table is 5, that will be displayed here. And one more query you can use it like this: select count of salary. Count of salary from teacher. Count of salary from teacher. Count of salary from teacher. See, you are getting the answer count of salary as 4. So actually under the salary attribute there are 5 values are there, but one is null value, that is not considered. That is why you are getting the answer 4 here. All of you understood what I said? So once again I show you the current content of the table. Start from teacher. This is the current content of the table, and here salary attribute, one of the values null. That is why when you use count of salary, count is not considered in the null value, so that is why you are getting the answer 4. But when you use count star, you will get the answer 5. That is because count star will count the null values also. Actually, count star will count the number of records. It will count the null values also. The only aggregate function which will consider the null value is count star. No other aggregate value will consider null value. Will not consider the null value. Understood all of you? So which are the aggregate function? Max, min, avg, sum, count, count star. These are the different types of aggregate function. Try out each of this aggregate function in SQL script. I'll show you the slide once again. So copy down these notes, and here the total number of values under the specified column including the null value. Here actually specified column you don't want to mention along with the count star. Count star actually count the total number of records. Count will count the total number of values under the specified column, but it will not consider the null value. All of you understood? So that is all about. Examples are given there. Try out each of this example with your teacher table. Okay, that is all about aggregate function.